Most people don't fail because they lack dreams. They fail because every time they think about changing their life, something inside them freezes. They know what they should do. They've watched the videos. They've made the plans. Yet somehow, they stay exactly where they are. Not because they're lazy, but because starting again feels scary. This is the story of Ethan Cole, a young man in a quiet desert town with no tragic past, no dramatic crisis, just the slow fear of trying one more time and being disappointed again. And maybe in the next few minutes, you'll recognize a part of yourself in him. Ethan Cole lives in a small desert town where days feel longer and chances feel limited. The sun rises, the wind blows, and life moves slowly, almost the same every day. There are no big opportunities waiting around the corner, no sudden miracles. Just work that pays the bills and nights that feel a little too quiet. Ethan takes on small jobs here and there. Nothing impressive, nothing terrible either. But when he looks around, he notices something that bothers him. People his age are leaving. Some moved away. Some stayed but seem to be doing better. At least, that's how it looks from the outside. The strange thing is, Ethan doesn't lack ideas. He's made plans before. He's tried to start fresh more than once. But each time he stopped halfway, something inside him quietly shut down. Over time, starting again felt harder than quitting. It wasn't because he didn't want a better life. It was because his mind remembered the disappointment. The brain doesn't chase success. It tries to avoid pain. And after failing a few times, doing nothing begins to feel safer than trying again. So Ethan stays where he is, not stuck by laziness, but held back by fear he barely notices. Every time Ethan thought about changing his life, something strange happened. The bigger the plan became, the heavier it felt. His mind didn't feel excited. It felt tense, almost like danger was near. This wasn't because Ethan was weak. It was because his brain remembered the past. It remembered the times he tried, failed, and felt disappointed. So when a big goal appeared, his mind didn't see opportunity. It saw risk of failing again, risk of feeling embarrassed, risk of proving once more that he wasn't good enough. That's how the brain works. It doesn't chase success. It tries to protect you from pain. When a goal feels too big, too uncertain, the brain sends one simple signal: stop. And procrastination becomes the safest choice. Not because it feels good, but because it hurts less than trying and failing again. Waiting feels safer than starting. Tomorrow feels safer than today. So Ethan keeps thinking, planning, imagining a better future. But when it comes time to act, his mind freezes. Not out of laziness, but out of fear disguised as caution. One day, Ethan walked past the community workshop and heard a steady sound coming from inside. Tap, tap, tap. It wasn't loud, but it was constant, like a clock that never stops. He stepped in and saw Mr. Harrison at a wooden bench. The old man wasn't building furniture. He wasn't fixing a chair. He was simply carving the same rough block of wood, the kind most people would throw away. Day after day, year after year, he worked on it slowly. Ethan had seen beautiful pieces sold in town, but no one ever bought this one. No one even talked about it, and that confused him. So Ethan finally asked, "Sir, what are you making?" Mr. Harrison didn't look up right away. He just kept carving for a moment, then said, "I'm not making something to sell." Ethan paused. "Then why keep working on it?" Mr. Harrison put the tool down and quietly replied, "Because I once rushed a dream. I wanted big results fast. When I didn't get them, I quit. This piece of wood reminds me how real change works." He held it up and said, "People only notice the finished shape. They never count the hundreds of quiet cuts that came before it." And in that moment, Ethan realized something important. The most powerful part of growth often happens when it looks like nothing is happening at all. After that day in the workshop, Ethan started making very small changes. Nothing dramatic, just small steps he felt he could handle. He showed up a little more often. He tried to be more consistent. He told himself, "This time, I'll keep it simple." But days passed, and then weeks, and on the surface, nothing changed. His life looked the same. The town felt the same. His problems were still there. No one noticed his effort. No one praised him. And that's when doubt slowly crept in. He began to wonder, am I doing this wrong? If these small changes really matter, why can't I see anything yet? This is the most dangerous stage of all. Not when you fail, but when you try and receive no response, no reward, no clear sign that you're moving forward. Many people quit here, not because they were lazy, not because they chose the wrong path, but because working without feedback feels lonely, feels invisible. It's like watering dry ground every day and seeing no green above the surface. What you don't see is that the water is sinking deeper, strengthening the roots. Ethan didn't know it yet, but this quiet phase wasn't proof that nothing was happening. It was proof that something important was being built just out of sight. At that point, Ethan finally understood something important. Small habits were never meant to prove that he was strong, disciplined, or better than anyone else. They were never a performance. For a long time, he had treated self-improvement like a test. Wake up early, do everything right, stay perfect. And when he couldn't keep up, he felt like he failed again. But small habits don't exist to show how capable you are. They exist to support you when you're tired. Ethan stopped trying to fix everything at once. He didn't chase a full transformation. He chose one simple action, something so small that it didn't scare him, something he could do even on bad days. That's when things became lighter. A real habit doesn't drain your energy. It reduces the number of decisions you have to make. It removes the daily battle with your willpower. If a habit makes you feel pressured, it's too big. If it makes you feel guilty when you miss a day, it's being used the wrong way. Progress doesn't come from doing many things for a short time. It comes from doing one small thing, gently, consistently, and without fear. If you're someone who keeps blaming yourself for procrastinating, this part is for you. You might wake up every day with the same thought. Why am I like this? Why do others move forward while you stay stuck? Why do you keep delaying the things you know matter? But here's something very few people tell you. Most people who procrastinate are not lazy. They care deeply, sometimes too deeply. They're afraid of starting and failing again, afraid of trying their best and still not being enough, afraid of feeling that familiar pain one more time. So procrastination becomes a shield, a quiet way to protect your self-worth. Not because you don't want a better life, but because you're scared of hurting again. If that sounds like you, please hear this. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're human. You don't need to punish yourself to change. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You're allowed to forgive yourself. And you're allowed to begin again. Slowly, gently, in a way that feels safe to you. There is no promise of a big breakthrough here. No moment where everything suddenly changes. Just a small invitation. Choose one simple action that doesn't scare you. One thing you can do today, even if you're tired, even if you don't feel ready. That's enough. Like Ethan, like that unfinished piece of wood, one small mark at a time, no applause, no rush. Because real change is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't demand perfection. It grows when you show up gently, again and again. So don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait to feel confident. One small move today is already a beginning. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe and stay with us. Next story, new lesson.